Hello there, G1s. I am Master Wayne for this very special episode of G1 Interviews, where I am celebrating 1 year of the new G1 Interviews. I'm going to take a look back at my favourite answers from the interviews, along with questions from you, the G1 community. Enjoy!
The Angry Video Game Nerd.
AVGN videos.
The Angry Video Game Nerd.
AVGN.
The Angry Video Game Nerd.
The Angry Video Game Nerd.
If I had $1 every time somebody said AVGN,
You'd be a bajillionaire.
And then I went to Brentalfloss's YouTube channel, and then he had the beginning of one of his videos. He was like, Scroobity-Doo-Attack.com.
Through YouTube, looking up just different game-related stuff and going through the black hole that is YouTube, I eventually came across Hard News, Clip of the Week, other things they've done, and then I found out, oh, they have a website. Oh, I can't say that because so many of them are my friends. Oh, that's a hurtful one. I really actually genuinely like everybody there. I really do. They're all fantastic, wonderful people. You know, some of them are great to just, pardon my French, bullshit around with. They're all just absolute wonderful people, and I've had the experience of hanging out with every single one of them.
that's great. Nice original answer. But what if they were all hanging off a cliff and you could save one of them?
You're really making this hard for me. That's the horrible
it's
one.
Okay. You don't have to answer. Don't answer.
I was just gonna say, it's like, well, then I by proxy have to save Craig because he's the one that created it and therefore knows how to hire the people. So by proxy, I'd have to kind of pick Craig. Or I could just throw everybody off the cliff and just say that I own Screw Attack now. Actually, can we do that?
That's a loaded question right there.
I'm gonna say Sam, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I probably met Sam first. Sam and I have known each other the longest. He came down for Con Bravo to do the merch for the AVGN, so I got to hang out with him. Then he actually stayed at my house, and we got to play video games, me, him, and Kanan. Then I guess it's a throw up between like maybe Chad or Sean, because they're both super cool. Like, keep in mind, all the Screw Attacks have are really cool guys, but like, I don't know, those guys have been really cool to me as well. And Brian.
Oh man, that's like me picking between children. That's so hard. I like everyone there. Everyone there is a really good friend of mine. I will say, the first member of Screw Attack that became friends with me, like, outside of just me being on the website and like being a G1 and then being on the site, was Destin. And then after, like, we talked offline or online and stuff, and then we met in real life and we talked and stuff, and it was cool. Destin was the first person on Screw Attack to become my friend in real life, and then it was Chad, and then Sean Hines, and then Sam, and then Sean Boland, like everyone, and then it's just like a flood of everybody else. So like I said, it's hard. That's like picking between children because they're all my friends. But unofficially, Destin was the first guy to become my friend in real life. So if I have to ultimately choose one, Destin was the guy who made that jump.
Yes, Florida. Florida's horrible. Let's just say when Sam was like talking about kids and Halloween, he's like, they're lucky I stopped.
Evil Craig coming out of nowhere, just butt naked. I don't know.
Last thing, actually, that death battle comes to mind. That was an amazing death battle, and that was hilarious. It's probably my favorite death battle because I'm a big fan of Luigi and everything like that. So yeah, I'll have to go with that.
Yeah, I hope the Nintendo fanboys liked how that tasted.
Oh man, yeah.
I think when they let Takahata 101 into there, the fact that Sean never really gets to partake in like the end of the hard news jokes. So to actually see Sean be the one behind the glass poking fun at the hard news host was fantastic.
Although I think the funniest, or my favorite episode of anything ever, was the April Fool's episode of Hard News where Ben did it, and he had to read a script that he had no idea. He's like, I, Ben Singer, am... It says I'm a bitch. I'm not a bitch. Just going on.
Clip of the week with the mood, just because of
That's an
Destin's
old one.
reactions to it. What the
The Screw Attack and full screen partnership video.
Yes.
The one where Craig walks in and then they said his staff says that they sold the company.
Yeah.
That one was
Full
hilarious.
screen money. Was it internet money? I can't remember. I would have said full screen money.
Full screen money.
Full screen money. Definitely. And he just walked it from there to the full screen offices. Just.
Seeing the community evolve over time, and when they say the G1s, it's almost kind of funny because when I was early on, it was always the great ones, because they were the ones who, supported the site, and that's what G1s pretty much means, that we're the great ones.
SGC coming back, I never got to go to the original SGCs, but I went to this year's and the previous year, so when they kickstarted and had it brought back, and they did the marathon. So it was fantastic to actually go to SGC and to actually meet the members of Screw Attack. These are people that I've been talking to for a long time at this point, but I kind of sold myself on I'm never actually going to get to meet them in person. I didn't really go to a lot of conventions outside of Canada, so I just figured, aside from Sam, who I met when he came up to Toronto, I wasn't going to meet any of them. So the fact that SGC actually did make a comeback, and I got to meet them, I got to hang out with them, have drinks with them, and stuff like that, it was a fantastic experience.
I know this is going to sound so lame, but I'm going back to SGC.
No.
Okay, so I have two SGC stories,
Okay.
if that's okay. So, last year at SGC 2013, I had my email confirmation that I bought my ticket because I bought it the soonest I could, the first month that they had them available for sale. And then when I got to the convention, my boyfriend had bought our tickets, but apparently we weren't in the computer system for some reason. We were freaking out because we didn't want to buy another ticket. And then Craig is helping out, doing all the the managing stuff like that, and getting everything ready Thursday night before. And he's like, "Oh my gosh, it's Loverly Liz." And he's like, "It's okay, give them both their tickets, they're good, just show your show your stuff, you're good." And he let us get in without having to buy another ticket.
SGC to come back, because I really wanted to do that, because I saw all the videos from all the 3 past SGCs before that. It was just something I wanted to be a part of again, and I'm glad that we did it. So as soon as I found out, I was just it was pretty much the most exciting moment of to me for Screw Attack history, and that actually made SGC 2013 really memorable to me. So so I'd say that it was just a really good community push, and thanks to G1s and everyone that supported SGC coming back, and now it's going to be a consistent thing. We started it and we did it, so that's my most fondest memory so far. So
SGC 1 and 2, those are fun times.
Okay, G1s, welcome to the first G1 questions that you've asked me over the past couple of weeks. First off is G1 Joe Shadowman, and he wants to know EA, great company or greatest company? Now, you see, I can only answer this from a retro point of view. Now, when I was a kid growing up, they made the best games. Here's a couple of examples. Road Rash 2. Now, come on, how many hours have you spent on Road Rash 2? Had some major fun with friends, family, arguments, tough man contest? Same reason. But this time you get to literally beat the shit out of them. Theme Park. EA are not known for making platform games, but when they did, they made a couple of awesome games. 2 in particular, James Pond 2, Robocod, but James Pond 3 has to take it. Of course, I've got all 3, or 4 if you count Aquatic Games. So, EA, great company. Okay, the next question comes from G1 Woodyman. What would you do if you were in charge of Screw Attack for a week? I'd get him to do some crazy ass stuff. Eating challenges, do a lot more retro gaming content, a lot more top 10s, guys. Come on. Maybe a couple of new video game vaults. I'd love to help out. Next, G1 Kanan. If you had to take it up the bum from any male video game character, who would it be and why? Poison from Final Fight? Think about it. Okay, next question. This comes from G1 Smoke 108. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? What? And the last question of this G1 question section. This one also comes from Kanan. This is a really good one. What was the defining moment that solidified you as a G1? Well, let me break it down. It's talking to awesome guys like you. It's you guys that make the site. It really is. In particular, G1 Dark Morris, who I've worked with a few times. We just get along so well. We've even got drunk together on Skype. And all the guys over at G1 After Dark, I wish to God we can get Twitch something sorted soon, because I'm really starting to miss you guys. It's the community. Definitely the community.
All right. The big one. The biggest one in my opinion. I do not think Ocarina of Time is the best Zelda game. And I don't even think it's the second best. I don't even think it's like the third best. It is just a really, really good game. And whenever I say that to people, they look at me like, blasphemy!
What is that?
I do have a temper when it comes to being competitive on the competitive side of things. I think it's a common one for a lot of people, but at least for me, whether it's like competitive shooters or just like a multiplayer game, in general, I just have this like winning mentality. I always like, I don't get too extreme, but I get to the point where I throw a little bit of a temper.
Oh. What is that?
The biggest gaming confession I have is that I have never beaten Super Mario Brothers 3.
Nice. That would be Donkey Kong.
Yes!
I have never passed a Final Fantasy game.
Oh man, even I've passed the Final Fantasy game. And I hate Final Fantasy.
Oh, me too. I look at the new ones and it's like, okay, yeah, it looks nice, but that's not my thing. Even the old ones that I like, I'll see it, but just for some reason I can't get into it.
I'll be the first one to say I actually like this game. Final Fight Street Fighter.
Cheating!
Oh!
Cheating is such a time saver. It's so amazingly awesome that you just like, it's like, here, grind for 80 hours in order to beat this one boss to get this special item that you probably don't need in the first place. Or pop this bitch in, get that thing in like 30 seconds.
I have not beaten a single Mega Man game ever.
For shame. Oh no.
I tried, but I'm just like, I was never really into Mega Man. I'm more of a Zelda person.
I've never completed a Zelda game.
Well, shame on you then.
Okay, welcome to part 2 of G1 questions asked by you, the G1 community. And this first one comes from Sonic Fan 0715, who I've had the pleasure of interviewing. And he says, what is your favourite game of all time? I don't really have a favourite. I've just got like favourites from each console. All-time favourite. Phantasy Star 4, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Red Dead Redemption, GTA 5, Super Mario 64, Star Fox 64 aka Lilac Wars, Alex Kidd in Miracle World for the Sega Master System, all the Sonic games for the Master System. The list goes on and on. The next one comes from Big Boss of Moss. My question is, have you ever eaten spotted dick since you're English? Lol. To be honest, mate, no, I've not eaten spotted dick. I'd like to try it, though. The next one comes from G1 Joe Shadowman. And he says, there are moments in one's gaming history where everything goes completely wrong. What is the most embarrassing moment in gaming? In my embarrassing moment of gaming? I don't really have one, but I've got a couple of stories where I've injured myself playing video games. The one that comes to mind is Tekken Tag 2. When I rage quit so hard that I repeatedly punched my control pad to the point that I nearly broke my hand. I wasn't completely satisfied, so I took a knife to it. We have a lot of arcades where we live, and a couple of mates, we occasionally go out and play some arcade games. I seem not to get past the first level. This is like those first-person gun shooters where they have the mounted guns. I never get past the first level. That's well embarrassing, especially when the other guy hasn't played games for ages. And here's me acting all cocky, and then I can't even get off the first level.
I brought my Super Nintendo, and inside the Super Nintendo is the cartridge Link to the Past that I have had since childhood. This particular cartridge that I'm showing actually does not work. It broke sometime last year. Yeah, it broke, but I kept it because it's my childhood cartridge.
By coincidence, I have it right here. Wow. So this is a Mario Brothers. Let me just hold it up a little bit closer. Mario Brothers Game & Watch. And so basically, how it would work, I don't know how well it's gonna. Oh wait,
there we go.
There we go. That's good. So basically, let me just double check. Yeah. So you have a Mario and a Luigi on one side, and basically they're putting these parcels back and forth, trying to get them into the truck here at the end. I had this. I don't know. My cousins had this for a long time. I was always really jealous of it when I was younger. Then for one of my birthdays, they gave it to me.
Well, today, it's not so much relative to any gaming hardware, peripheral, or anything like that, but it's related to a gaming convention, in case you haven't got that. I don't know. SGC's great, by the way. Did I mention that? So last year when they had Mario Party After Dark, they had shirts for everybody there for the different people. I'm always for Jared, for Mario, which is Team Mario. So last year, I got a shirt there. They were selling them at the convention, and then I got him to sign it right here on the front. So Team Mario, there's Jared Knobbenbauer's signature right there.
It coincides with the last question.
Oh, bollocks.
But it's more of, I used to use this exactly when it came out, and it was my main source of non-video game fun, but it had something to do with video games. Oh my god. Don't hate me, guys, but Final Fantasy VII, the action figure set.
Bushia, the Genesis, and Golden Axe Warrior. It's like a Master System.
Excellent. Maybe tell us a little more about those games. Because I know Musha cost a hell of a lot on eBay to get. How did you come by your copy?
Bit the bullet.
I brought my arcade stick. Unfortunately, it's a little bit out of reach for the moment. But I have my arcade stick, the Mad Catz Duo. If you want to put it in a picture, you can definitely Google image it. I changed it with a bat top instead of a little ball that you see in some arcade sticks. And I have an Octo Gate which basically means, and Stuttering Craig actually, in one of the videos I remember, he actually is a fan of this as well. When you move the stick around, there's either a square gate that it moves around in, so you hit the buttons a certain way, or an octagon shape that it moves around. And I'm a fan of the octagon because I like the somewhat smooth circles when I play like Street Fighter and stuff.
Yeah, that's the drunk guy I told you about earlier.
Drunker guy, not the
Drunker
drunkest guy.
Yeah, not the drunkest.
Yeah. I'm always the drunkest. I just started not too long ago, so I'm just chugging. I wonder how many beers I could get through this during this interview.
Oh yeah, the
Woobity
wibbity
woo.
wobbity woos.
Yeah, that's it. And they're dancing around the screen, and there's a shot of you just dropping your control pad, walking outside your house, and then you just hear yourself screaming. That's my favorite bit of that video.
Yeah, that was all real. I really went outside and I really did scream outside, and my neighbors were really outside looking at me. And then, like, if I have the raw footage of that video, you'll hear the door open back up, and then you'll hear my neighbor, whose name is Joey, and he'll be like, "Si, are you okay?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, I stubbed my toe."
Hey!
Hello, drunk.
I see you there. Drink some water. Sober up a bit. You're crazy, man. Love that guy.
He's not listening.
Oh, hello. What do you want? Who is this guy?
Interviewer.
Oh. Why the hell is he interviewing you?
I don't know.
It's for the Screw Attack G1 features site.
Oh, okay.
Just like to
How
know.
the hell will they know who I am?
I don't know.
This is creeping me out.
Yeah, it does for most people to talk to me. Because they're just blown away by my awesomeness.
Are you up for a scat battle?
Scat battle?
Are you up for a scat battle?
You fucking start. I will bring the heat. Bring it!
Scat battle.
Okay, that's pretty good. But shake it bow, but do we got freaking nigga biggie the biggie the bow. Okay. How about shake it bow but do we got freaking there shake it the bow but digga.
Yeah. Skibbity bam bam bam.
I'm a scat man.
KG1s, welcome to the last G1 questions. And the first one comes from, well, look at that. G1 Joe Shadowman wants to know, Master Wayne, when are you going to stop crusading around Gotham City? Didn't you just turn 75? Yes, I did. And no, I'm not. The next one comes from G1 Spoonman Abrams X. Pie or cake? Pie or cake? Pie. Meat pie. All the meats in the world stuffed in a pie. I don't really like cake. The next question comes from G1 Spoonman Abrams X, who wants to know, boxers or briefs? Boxers or briefs? Okay, right, this one's both, really. Some days where I'm hanging low, I really like my man bits to be protected, so on those certain days I like briefs, so it's all tight in there, it's not jiggling around, but every other day, boxers. Just love the breeze. The next question, or the last question, comes from G1 Shiznita, who wants to know, what would it take for you to spend a month in Florida? Money. Lots and lots and lots of money. And maybe get rid of the alligators. And the crazy people. Why is Fig so sexy?
Well, Fundell, if you want to know why I'm so sexy, I know you try to grow a goatee every once in a while, but I got one of those goatees that, that connects all around here. And I know he's a bit jealous. He's always said that he wanted to be me. And, I'm sorry, Fundell. You just can't be me, man. As much as you try, you can't be as sexy as this face right here.
Who's that?
James Ronald.
Who's James Ronald? Well, I'm the guy from Epic Game Music. I'm the guy who makes the video game music, and I put it on YouTube. And yeah, that's it.
James, that's your hobbies. I think he wants to know who you are.
Well, I'm a guy, and I play the guitar, and I don't know. That's not much more to me. Like,
again, that's your hobbies. All he really wants to know is who you are.
God damn it, Woody man.
What game has caused you most physical harm playing it?
Physical harm.
Yeah.
Huh. I guess Mario Party.
Yep.
Right here. Tug of War. Tug of War or the rowboat game. You get blisters for a few weeks or whatever. I kind of look at my hands sometimes like I think I can see like ingrained in there's a callus somewhere from when I was younger. It's
Remnants.
like I think that was from playing Mario Party or playing that. So any of the rotation and 64 games, I would say cause me most physical harm.
I've only got one question for you today.
What?
Yeah, just one question. The G1 question. And there's only one question for you.
Yeah?
And you're not going to believe this, but the person who asked it was you.
Oh, shit. Really? Oh, M. Night Shyamalan all over the fucking webcam. What did I say? I don't know what you're talking about.
What game has given you a boner?
A boner.
Yep.
Did I actually ask that?
You did.
Okay. Not
Don't
saying I
act
was
as
drunk
if you
when I
did.
said that, but... What kind of boner are we talking? Are we talking half-mass? Are we talking, semi-chub? Are we talking... Or is it, like, legit boner?
What is your
Talking.
definition of boner? I would say full on.
Whatever game that gives me a legit boner, that would probably be... I hate to bring it up again. But the very first game to ever give me a legit boner would be Final Fantasy VII.
What video game has made you swear the most during gameplay because of its difficulty?
Oh, because of difficulty, not because of...
What game has
okay.
infuriated you beyond belief?
Can I have a multi-part one? Like, this game was hard but good, and then this game was hard because it was terrible, and then this game, I swore at it, but I loved it.
Yeah.
Like, can I do that one? Okay,
Yeah, let's
a
go
game
for
that
it.
was hard but good that made me swear a lot was it was probably Mega Man 2. Mega Man 2 is that kind of game for me. No, Punch Out. Punch Out made me swear so much. Son of a bitch, Mike Tyson. Fuck that guy. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Dream. But whatever. Like, that guy made me swear so much, but I love that game. It's just so difficult. Like, the last two, Tyson, and I forgot the guy who was right before him. I think it was Bald Bull. Whoever was right before Tyson in the NES Punch-Out, that game made me swear so much. Like, I don't know how, but I was a young kid. I still managed to just come out of nowhere and just be like, fuck!
G1A0 to Hero wants to know your turn-ons. What turns you on?
Walks on the beach, roses, light music in the background with Moby, maybe some, filet mignon and a cuddle.
Oh, I love a cuddler.
It's a good guess. Everyone deserves a spoon.
Will you marry me?
No.
Hello, I'm G1 Dark Magician. I'm joined here today by Master Wayne, and we are interviewing him.
Yay!
It would seem. How are you doing?
I'm very good. How are you this evening, Morris?
I'm good. I have my bandana on. Everything's awesome. Holding my headset so it doesn't fall apart.
Does that mean you got infinite ammo?
Yeah. Okay, we have questions for you, Master Wayne. I hear you're doing a top 10 Sega Genesis games video with a guy named Eric Morris. How's that going?
Oh, Well, I was hoping it can be a top 20.
Oh, that's what I have written here. I
top
don't know why I said
10.
10. 10
Oh,
just rolls off the tongue better, I guess.
I've got my games in mind. For
I
instance,
believe he has games too, in his own collection.
Oh yeah, like Ristar, Tiny Toon Adventures, Buster's Hidden Treasure, Wonder Boy in Monster World, Sonic and Knuckles in Sonic 3, Phantasy Star 4.
Oh yes.
That kind of deal.
I don't think you have that Fantasy Star 4 or the Genesis. I mean the Mega Drive.
No, and
You
I'm
have
not
you
willing
have a
to pay
collection
top
thing.
dollar for it. Yeah, I'm playing it on my 360.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, so hopefully that list should be completed sometime next year. Hopefully the beginning of the year.
Hopefully before spring.
Hopefully, yeah, before spring.
I want to be winter and we finally get it done again. Wait, I'm not that guy. I gotta stop talking like
I'm
a
that
first
guy.
person.
Yeah,
Dark Morris is a whole different other guy. I'm a G1. I live at screwattack.com. More news with that Dark Morris guy. You are doing music for his Metroid Prime trilogy marathon thing. Tell us about that.
Yeah, he's doing another Metroid Christmas. Like last year, he did all the 2D Metroid games reviews and stuff. So he's very graciously asked me to do the music for him. So far, they are pretty damn good.
Yeah. It's like out of the blue, he just asks you, and you're like, no.
Oh God, leave me alone! And then
Stop making me make
it's
music.
Like, yeah, let's do it. I need to do more music, so let's do this. So
It's like
what
the
I've
time
done
he made
already.
you do like Metropolis.
Metropolis. Yeah, I owe you one on that, Morris.
That's the whole thing. That's why the Metroid Prime is happening. The whole trilogy. It's because I made you do that.
Yeah.
And you're making me do. Wait, why did I say keep me? I'm not Dark Morris. You made Dark Morris do Metroid Prime because he made you do Metropolis.
Yeah.
That
Morris
stage
is making
music
me
from
do
Sonic
the
2.
Music.
Yeah, that's what's going on.
It's all
okay.
interlinked.
Lots of new music. Are we gonna see a lot more original musical works from you in the future?
I hope so, because
you hope so.
As you know, I really wanted to stop doing videos this year, and then a friend of mine came up to me and said, "Hey Wayne, let's do some videos." And I'm like, "No, dude, I've told you I'm stopping this year." And he's like, "Oh, this isn't Dark Morris or Dark Magician, by the way. This is just a random friend of mine."
Some other dude.
And then
some bloke.
And then suddenly sparks started to fly, and I said, "You know what? Let's do this." So one of our main things on video, the new videos for next year is music. Real music.
Yes, you're gonna make a whole new channel.
Whole new channel, yeah. I was hoping
Dark
you wouldn't
Morris
say
is gonna
that,
be
but
on
yeah,
there
it's a
too.
whole new channel. Spoiler
yes, Dark
alert.
Morris is gonna be there too, right?
Yeah.
On this channel, doing stuff.
He's gonna make a couple of appearances.
Yes, he just meet this
know
guy.
it yet.
Never met this guy. He sounds wonderful. What new video series would you put on this channel?
On the new channel, well, I'm keeping top 10s and top 20s. I'm keeping Games to Play Before You Die, but I'm thinking of repackaging and renaming it.
What would you call it?
Games of Win.
Will the Master Wayne vs. Infernicus series ever come to completion?
Completion, yeah. Well, I hope so. I've not spoken to Infernicus for quite a while now. The first time it
He's
went
so
on
busy
hiatus,
with that Dark Morris on that podcast.
Well, the first time it went on hiatus because his PC blew up on him, and then the second and third and fourth time it did, my PC blew up on me. We're not having much luck with keeping the series going, so so hopefully we're gonna complete the series and then dive into something else. I don't know.
I'm quite a fan of that series. It seemed that like
the whole
more
3
went
episodes.
on, it got better.
It did, yeah.
And I was like, it was reaching it. It didn't quite reach the apex or a conclusion, so I'm still waiting for that to happen.
That'd
be cool.
Exactly what I'm thinking right now.
Yes. Some personal questions about just random stuff that's going on in the world. What are your thoughts on Metroid Other M? Never played it?
Never played it. I've just heard everybody saying that it's not what they're expecting of a Metroid game. Personally, I really can't quote on anything like that.
Are you interested in it?
No.
No?
Nope.
You're happy with your Prime?
I'm happy with my Prime 1 and 2. I've not played the third one yet, so I'm hoping...
Oh, you don't want to?
Well, no, it's not that. It's just that I can't get hold of it. So I'm hoping to see the best bits in your
Just
review this year.
stick with 1 and 2. You don't need the part 3. The
Well,
controls
I
are
do,
terrible.
but I can't get hold of it. It's like Twin Snakes. It's really hard to get hold of.
Elaborate, please. Explain. What
It's going to cost me an arm and a leg to get it
Oh,
off
yes.
eBay.
Yes, it's quite. Part 3 is quite hard to come by because it didn't sell much. Nobody wanted that game. Yes, okay. Do you feel that Sonic will never recover from this slump he's been having ever since he tried to be 3D?
Sonic Boom could have been a hell of a lot better.
Oh yes, it was trying to be Ratchet and Clank.
It was trying to be something, but not its original source material. In my view, they're trying so hard to be different. Early on, it was just like the same game over and over again, but in every single part, Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Sonic Knuckles, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, it just got better as it went along. But with Mario, is what I'm going to bring up, is that Mario 1, excellent platform. Mario 2 was just a repackage of a different game. I can't remember exactly what the game was called.
Doki Doki Panic.
That's the one. Early on, it pushed the envelope, didn't it? It just became a completely different game.
Was
when Sonic
4
the Hedgehog,
players, you pick stuff up.
When
it was just
Sonic,
so
when
off
Sonic
the
the
wall.
Hedgehog didn't. It was just one thing, and then it tries to be different, and then you got all these Sega fanboys just blasting it, trying to be different. I remember when 3D Blast or 3D Flickers Island came out, they weren't very happy with that.
Yeah.
Same thing.
I remember.
Just trying to be different, but because it didn't try anything different early on, that's why people aren't used to it being different. Is my opinion.
Yeah, I understand. I know.
And then
they
Mario
need to
3
slow them
was
down.
just like the greatest game ever.
Mario 3?
Oh yeah. But there is.
Oh, with your Sega guy, you're not supposed to say that.
Yeah, but well,
you gotta frown on that whole camp, Nintendo camp.
But with me and Mario 3, it's just, for me, there's a lot of things wrong with Mario 3, but it's such a good game.
Yeah. Well,
which I'm not
going
to get into now. No.
Next question. Okay. How excited are you for Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain?
I'm not. Next question.
You're not?
No.
Why not?
Because I've not played Metal Gear Solid 4 or the other one. What was the other one called?
Metal Gear Rising?
Rising. Yeah, I've never played Rising Revengeance or the other one after that.
Yeah, that's the one.
What was the other one after that?
Peace Walker, I believe.
No, that was for the
PSP.
PSP. The one after that.
Are we one after that?
Mm-hmm.
Ground Zeroes?
Ground Zeroes, that's the one. Didn't play that either. No. I'm used to the original trilogy. Yeah, it peaked at Metal Gear Solid 3. That's it. That's it for me.
I don't know. Metroid. The Phantom Pain might just be the be-all, end-all Metal Gear game.
Well, if it is, then yeah, I'm glad to hear it. But I'm not going to fork out a couple of £100 just to find out.
But you gotta experience it. It's gonna be amazing.
With the reviews from what was that game called again? It was so short that I can't remember its name. Ground Zeroes. That's the one. It's just
nothing wrong with that short game.
An hour's worth of gameplay and that's it. I'm playing Black Flag right now on the 360. I'm nearly 24 hours into that, and I'm only 30% the way through.
Yes, it's quite a game.
Yeah, it is quite a game. I love it.
I think it's the best Assassin's Creed game. No Ezio, no stupid other stuff. Just plain old. It's the way the first one should have been. Yeah, the first one is very sluggish and clunky.
Yeah.
This one is more quicker and faster, and has guns. You have the guns.
Yeah, but the first game.
Go kill some whales and get you could carry 4 pistols, and there you go. You're very powerful already.
Man, I tried to take down a great white shark, and I didn't do it.
No, you couldn't do that.
I couldn't do it. No, I didn't upgrade my my boat enough.
Oh.
I got dragged down.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
All right, one last question here. What are your thoughts on the rumors of Hideo Kojima working on a new Snatcher game?
Ooh, that does sound amazing, but I've not heard the rumors. But now that you say it, what's Snatcher?
You ever played Snatcher?
I've seen it around. It's
have you not seen Dark Morris's review on it?
Yes, I've seen Dark Morris's review on it. It's like it's a kind of a point and click adventure kind of thing.
But it's gonna be new gen, so it's gonna be different. They're gonna use a Fox engine.
Yeah, if it's like a third person kind of thing, then yeah,
it'd be almost
quite
like
a game, like a futuristic
the video game taken from Blade Runner.
yeah, like a futuristic cop kind of game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
would be
very,
amazing.
very interesting. Yeah.
Maybe have a cameo from Jonathan from Police Nuts.
And Solid Snake just hiding in a box, just randomly.
Yes, they so much crossovers. But you know what? That game is pretty much it's taken from Blade Runner and Terminator this the same time, and that's what the game is. Imagine it being today, third person, open world, all these choices, lots of dialogue trees to go through. That'd be something, and Hideo Kojima's behind it, so it's gonna be something. If this is true, maybe right after Metal Gear Solid 5, this happens, and that will be amazing.
Hopefully, Metal Gear Solid will finish, and then he can sort himself out with this new venture.
Metal Gear Solid 5 will be done this spring. And
Metal Gear Solid will be done.
I would still like to see like a redone Metal Gear, the original. Yeah, that's what I would like to see. That is all the questions I have for you in this interview. Good night, the G1 Nation. I've been Dark Magician. Okay, and say goodbye, Master Wayne.
Goodbye, Master Wayne.
See ya. Bye.
Thanks for watching, G1s. Here's to another year. Take care of yourselves. Good night.